and he out injured, still playing in professional football with DC United as he comes out and was unable to perform for this match with an injury. Lionel Messi coming out for the second half, and it looks to be like he will be starting for this second 45 minutes. He had a hand in all three of the goals, scoring 2 of them himself and assisting in the number 2 goal of the match for Alberto Fernandez. And so we'll see what changes are made at halftime between these two clubs, as Argentina is going to be Rodrigo Braña. Rodrigo Braña, the midfielder of Estudiantes, is going to come on for Augusto Fernandez. Or excuse me, that's Biglia that comes on, the number 5. Biglia is the one that's going to come off, and Braña comes on. So Biglia off and Braña comes on at halftime. The 34-year-old midfielder for Estudiantes La Plata, the former club, or one of the ex-employers, if you will, of Alejandro Sabella, as he led Estudiantes to the Libertadores Championship during his time in La Plata in 2009. And ladies and gentlemen, second half has begun. Argentina in their famous sky blue and white stripes with the black numbers and black shorts from right to left. Guatemala in their dark blue with the white sash going from left to right. Argentina from right to left on your high definition flat screen, most likely, or plasma. I don't know how many people still have those big box TV sets, but whatever the case, Guatemala from left to right. I'm George D. Metellus. Thank you very much for joining us here on Goal TV for some Friday night football. It's Argentina up 3-0. Up 3-0 as Renato Sequén substitutions will get them squared away for you, as Argentina and Guatemala. So the Braña substitution. It's played out by Andújar. Renato Sequén has come into the match for Well Leon. So Fede Fernandez in as well. It's Coloccini elevating. And Fernandez with number 9 as playing through the middle and now twisting. I believe that's Eric Lamela, as I mentioned, wearing the number 9 shirt. We'll get the confirmation for you. Looks like to me Eric Lamela. Oh, there's a chance. Oh, it's a hat trick. Hat trick for Lionel Messi to make it 4-0. And Leo, this time, probably the second easiest goal for him in this match. He had one from the spot. And in the 49th minute, Messi getting the pass from Lavezzi. And it is 4-0 for Argentina in the 49th minute. And the Lionel Messi show continues at the Mateo Flores Stadium. An easy finish for the superstar. It's great passing. And left Messi unmarked. That is, I think it's safe to say that is just something you do not do. Fernandez, Lavezzi to Messi. And the superstar born in Rosario makes it 4-0, and he's got a hat trick. And Argentina in cruise control. Looks like Kun Agüero is the player that came off for Eric Lamela. So the Roma man replaces Manchester City man. We get our first offsides of the match as Lavezzi unable to time the run and the pass from Lionel Messi. And so Guatemala, the 11 men on the field for them. In goal, Ricardo Jerez. At the back line of Johnny Giron, Victor Tortilla Hernandez. You have Elias Enoch Vasquez and Milton Gary Leal. Midfield of Renato Sequen, Trujillo, Papa, Contreras, and Jonathan Lopez. And up top is Minor Lopez Campoyo. He's wearing the number 18. Those are the men on the park for Guatemala. Two changes for Argentina. Andujar in goal with Campagnaro, Coluccini, Basanta, and Rodriguez. Here's Lavezzi trying to square to the top of the six, looking for Eric Lamela. Augusto Fernandez, Rodrigo Braña, Pablo Guiñazú, with Messi, Lamela, and Lavezzi. For Argentina. Here's the left-footed out swinger, the header. And no threat to the goal defended by Ricardo Jerez, who made a couple of excellent saves in the first half. But the barrage of the Argentine attack was too much, and it's been proven that no goalkeeper in the world can stop Lionel Messi. Elevating to win the header was Braña. Now spinning is the man who just came on, the number 7, Sequen, Renato Sequen. And now Minor Lopez. Back from Marco Papa. Over the top for Minor Lopez. And Sequen unable to keep it in. Victor Hugo Monzon. Most of his playing career was with Aurora in the Guatemalan First Division, and spent the season with Municipal before retiring with Municipal, but the massive bulk of his career was with Aurora. Now in charge of the national team as Guatemala. Disappointing 2013 campaign for them. As I mentioned earlier, they have not won a game in this 2013 calendar year. Now up the park, Johnny Giron. Giron now turning on the speed. Can he get around Campañaro? And Giron is whistled for the foul. Johnny Giron did an excellent job of getting into the space and making that run, but the last touch, not enough. Set up something dangerous. Campañaro beating him to the ball, and then Giron committing the foul. Guatemalan club football in action this weekend as well. The semifinals of the Clausura going on. Comunicaciones, Marquense, Heredia, and Halcones. 4 teams in the semifinals. Messi, tried to get it through to Lavezzi. And now Marco Papa still with it after Clemente with a sliding challenge. Could not cleanly take the ball, and then the foul called against Guatemala. Marco Papa, familiar to MLS fans from his time with the Chicago Fire. Following in the footsteps of Carlos Ruiz, another Guatemalan player in the U.S. top flight. There's a service over the top from Guiñazú to Messi, and Jerez is there before Messi could get onto it. And I think that it's safe to say that was a good idea, because if Messi gets a touch on it, he could have 4 goals in this match. Eric Lamela tracking back to in the ball. Another substitution as the number 17 of Guatemala is about to come on for Jonathan Lopez. Second substitution made for Guatemala. Looks like it would be Enrique Miranda coming on. Get the confirmation of that. Now down the right side. Played through, and finally, Ricardo Jerez picks it up. Kept in by Contreras. And coming over to knock it away was Graña. And I mentioned how the Clausura semifinals in Guatemala are taking place, as one of the players that part of a club that is in the semifinals, Minor Lopez of Marquense. This one falls inside. The shot, the save, Andújar! Finally, Andújar has to make a save after Milton Leal sending in the shot, and it will be the first corner of the match for the Chapines. Leal with some space. And Andújar just playing it safe. Now the corner, left-footed in swinger, headed out defensively. Bindia with the Graña with the clearance. And now here's Lavezzi with space. Lavezzi, he's got Lamela to his right. He gets it to Lamela. Lamela with the shot! And Lamela missing wide. Eric Lamela, 21-year-old, bright future for young Eric Lamela. Went to the Giallorossi of Roma from River Plate. Almost scored Argentina's 5th goal in this encounter. Miranda, the man that came on, the number 17 shirt. Miranda plays for Heredia in the 1st division. Heredia, the Jaguars of Heredia Jaguares de Petén. And at the hour mark, Argentina up 4-0 with 3 goals by Lionel Messi and a goal by Augusto Fernandez, who was assisted by Lionel Messi. And there is Messi. Quick touch over the top. Messi, and last second couldn't quite control it. Looked like there might have been a possible handball there. But Guatemala able to dodge a bullet. Some controversy amongst the Guatemalan clubs participating in the semifinals of the Clausura, not wanting to release their players for this match, which is usually a common theme, a common battle, if you will, between club and country. Directors of the clubs in an important stage of the season with the Clausura semifinals don't want to release the players, so, and to make a compromise. Fernandez over the top. Oh, that might have been a handball there in Leal. Look at the left arm come down on it. Yep, that was a handball for sure. Looked like almost like a volleyball spike. The compromise had to be made as 6 Comunicaciones players were called up for this match, and only 2 are actually on the starting 11 or on the bench or in the starting 11 for this match, as you had to make some concessions, a compromise with Elias Enoch Vasquez and Contreras, 2 Comunicaciones players that eventually would stay on with the team. And Marquense, the same deal with Jonathan Lopez and Minor Lopez as well. They had 3 players called into the squad, and they settled on 2. Heredia with Enrique Miranda and Victor Hernandez with 2 players as well. So that seemed to be the number of players that the club and the Guatemalan Football Federation would come to an agreement on, the number 2 in terms of the number of players. Another corner for Argentina. This time Lavesi is going to take it. Oh. 63rd minute. Inside, elevating for the header was Basanta. And Lavesi now in the space. Lavesi out wide. Messi left footer. And they closed down on La Pulga quickly enough to prevent. Could have been a 4th goal for Messi and a 5th for Argentina. Quick corner. It's Clemente looking for Messi on the through ball, and pass a little too heavy with the right idea. Coming into this match, varying opinions about Lionel Messi and whether he should play, how much he should play. Of course, the fans, they want to see him play. You always want to see the best players in action. Javier Mascherano is about to come on. He looks set to replace Campagnaro. And it's Basanta, excuse me, that comes off. Oh, here's a through ball and a chance for Guatemala. The step over move, wide open net. Oh my goodness! Marco Papa had the goal and he lost his footing. Unbelievable. Oh, that should be 4-1, ladies and gentlemen. Marco Papa with the chance to score on one of the giants of world football, and he blew it. He stumbled over his own feet. Unbelievable. Now here's the shots. There's Lavesi sending it over the crossbar. And ladies and gentlemen, Marco Papa with an amazing opportunity, managed to stay on side. And just blew it, And to quote Forrest Gump, that's all I have to say about that. And here is Guiñazú, Clemente, Avesi. From Lamela back to Guiñazú. Clemente, familiar left back role. Messi. Lavesi. Messi getting more touches on the ball, trying to be more of a playmaker. Clemente Rodriguez of Boca Juniors in the middle for Guiñazú of Libertad of Paraguay. Guiñazú finally gets it out wide for Augusto Fernandez. Augusto Fernandez scoring Argentina's second goal in this match. This is a perfectly timed pass, clearly on sides. And this should have been a goal, ladies and gentlemen. That's just embarrassing. Your heart has to go out to Marco Papa. It's Mascherano's first touch. Mascherano, former Corinthians, current Barcelona playmaker, or defensive holding midfielder, I should say. Looks like Messi is the man that's going to come off, and it's Rodrigo Palacio that replaces him. He gets his 68 minutes in. And he's got a hat trick. He gives the captain's armband to Javier Mascherano and Rodrigo Palacio. Another former Boca Juniors man, now with Inter Milan, comes in. And Rodrigo Palacio with his famous and recognizable, I don't know if that's a rat tail on the back of his head there, the long growth of hair. It's almost like the Prince Hakeem tail on the back of the head from Coming to America. except that Prince Hakeem actually cut his in the movie. Rodrigo Palacio has had it since his Boca days. Rodrigo Palacio, along with another Argentine in Diego Milito, injured during a massive chunk of the Inter Milan season, as the Nerazzurri, finishing mid-table, didn't qualify for a European competition, I should say. Those two healthy, Palacio and Milito, they are a much more dangerous team, especially for Walter Mazzarri, as Agustino Orion next to Messi. Leading up to this match, the former, oh, there's a through ball looking for Palacio. It's Guiñazú winning the possession. Leading into this match and during this week, former physical trainer for the national team for the 2010 South Africa World Cup, Fernando Signorini, making comments that Messi needs to get more rest, that he could be burned out by the time the World Cup comes along in 2014. He has played a lot of matches. It seems like he has not had much of a vacation, not much of just pure rest to be with his family. And he has a young son now, Thiago. He made the comment that he could be burned out by the time the World Cup comes around in 2014 if he doesn't get much rest. Obviously, that'll be something that will be played out. And now for Guatemala, we have a substitution. As Minor Lopez comes off. And for Guiñazú coming off. And number 9 for Guatemala. Making way for, or coming on for Minor Lopez. And Guiñazú comes off. There's a chance, kept out. Argentina pushing forward with Rodrigo Palacio. Ever Banega for Guiñazú. Banega, another former Boca Juniors player, turned into important contributor going forward for Valencia. Back for Banega to get a touch. Now Campañaro. Braña. Masche. Javier Mascherano. Dribbling around Henry Lopez. 73rd minute, Argentina in cruise control. Augusto Fernandez, an excellent game for him. We get another substitution ready to come on for Guatemala. Still on his feet is Lavesi. Played in the middle, trying to connect with Eric Lamela, and it's Trujillo who intercepts, and now Papa looking up top. Henry Lopez. And Argentina will find the spaces, but an offside's called as another change coming on. Marco Papa is going to come off. And the Herenveen man who missed an excellent opportunity to score a goal, he's going to hear it from the crowd. And so in the 75th minute, another substitution for Guatemala. That is their 4th one so far in this match. And here's the chance inside as Enrique Miranda hitting it goalward. I believe that's Josue Garcia that has come in number 22. We'll get confirmation for you here. Lavesi trying to go through the legs of Giron. He does, but he can't stay on his feet. And under 15 minutes left at the Mateo Flores Stadium. Walter Montillo getting set to come on. 4 goals for Argentina, 3 of them coming off of the boot of Lionel Messi. And the other goal not scored by Messi was assisted by Lionel Messi as Hugo Campagnaro, the man on the ground. Walter Montillo, the Santos man, has yet to play for Santos without Neymar. When Neymar left, Montillo was already on international duty when Neymar played his final game with Santos. And when he returns, Walter Montillo, he will play his first match without Neymar. Talk that maybe Robinho, the Milan man who is part of the Village Boys, if I remember correctly, the Meninos da Vila, along with Diego and Elano, that young core in the early part of this millennium for Santos that helped them win a Brasileirão title. Robinho could be coming back to Brazil, back with Santos. We'll see how that works out. Milan and Santos can work out a price tag, always the negotiations, as Contreras has to drop it back. Palacio giving chase to Elias Vasquez. And it was Kevin Arriola and Angelo Padilla that came on. Young number 22, Arriola of Zelaju, is on the watch list, is in the view of a couple of clubs in Europe. They haven't been identified, but said that heavy interest for Arriola from a couple of Swedish clubs. So Arriola could join the foreign legion of players in number 22. Walter Montillo is going to come on for Lavesi. Ocho Lavesi, hard-working effort in attack for the PSG man, the former Napoli man. And Walter Montillo comes on. Montillo made his name in Brazilian football with Cruzeiro. Began his career with San Lorenzo. And now with Neymar gone, he is called on to carry the mantle of the playmaking for Santos. As Contreras comes off. Here is Montillo with his first touch of the match. Now racing through the middle. Vanega. Palacio. Away to Montillo. Montillo. Looking for Palacio in the 6-yard box, but unable to convert. Unable to connect with him, and the Santos man not connect the Inter Milan man. Under 10 minutes left at the Mateo Flores Stadium in Guatemala City. In case you're wondering, who is Mateo Flores, the man that they named the stadium after. Mateo Flores, Guatemalan athletics hero by winning the 1952 Boston Marathon. So they dedicated the stadium to him. He also won a gold medal in the Pan American Games in 1955. Oh, great back heel by Palacio. Montillo unable to get the pass going or get the shot going forward. Foul called against Argentina. And Guatemala just trying to see if they can pull one back. Oh, here's some space. Giron! Unable to convert. Mascherano having some words for his defense after Johnny Giron was by himself. Guatemala, after this match, they will have a friendly against the United States on July 4th on Independence Day. Then a couple of months later, a friendly against Japan. As for Italy, or excuse me, as for Argentina, we'll be going up against Italy in the Copa Francisco, or the Copa Francesco. It's a match to honor the new Pope, Jorge Mario Bergoglio. Here is Palacio inside. Closest player was Montillo, and it's going to be a corner kick for Guatemala, or for Argentina, I should say. Going to get our, looks like, another substitution. Milton Leal comes on. It was numbers 97 on the board there. That was an unusual number there, but I think it meant the number 11. Now it's Montillo. So Garcia is the man that came on. Josue Garcia, number 11, plays for Municipal. Municipal surprisingly not in the semifinals of the Clausura tournament. But going back to the next matches for Argentina, they will play in the Copa Francisco. The new pope is Argentine, is a San Lorenzo club member. And so to commemorate him being the pope, Italy and Argentina were playing a friendly at the Stadio Olimpico in Rome. And the benefits, the proceeds to that match will go to help victims of the flood in La Plata earlier this year. That will take place in August. And after that, World Cup qualifying resumes for Argentina with the match against Paraguay. So Sabella using this match to put some pieces together for that Paraguay match, see what combinations work, who will play well. We're using this match to make up his mind, or at least get closer to the men that will represent Argentina in the 2014 Brazil World Cup, because I think it's safe to say they are going to qualify first place in the group in the World Cup qualifying stage in CONMEBOL. Mascherano. Lamela. Rolling in the middle with Padilla and Sergio Trujillo, excuse me, the number 8. Now here's a service sent in, Coloccini with the header. Padilla was the man in the middle intended, was the pass for Padilla, and now using it out wide. I'd like to remind you here on Goal TV that, speaking of Argentine football, we'll have round number 18 of the Torneo Final on Sunday. Lanús versus River Plate. The winner of that game basically eliminates the loser. The loser of that match between Lanús and River Plate will not win the Torneo Final. They will basically put themselves out of contention for the Torneo Final championship. So big time elimination game, if you will, the top of the table between Lanús and River Plate. We'll have it for you here on Goal TV on Sunday night. Lanús and that game against Estudiantes postponed because of some fan violence in the stands at the Unique Stadium in La Plata. Unfortunately, Lanús fan was hurt and was passed away, I should say, So for the final 2 rounds of the Torneo Final tournament, AFA, the Argentine Football Association, or Asociación Fútbol Argentino, has decided that no road fans will be allowed into the stadium for the final 2 rounds of the Torneo Final. Here's an opportunity, working at Padilla! Angelo Padilla almost with a golazo to ignite, excite, and delight the crowd of the Mateo Flores Stadium. Working very well with Arriola. Oh, great save by Andújar. Oh, that is a brilliant save by Andújar. And a magnificent attempt by Padilla. 3rd corner of the match for Guatemala. Service inside, over the head of everyone. And Argentina are just seconds away from maintaining a clean sheet. But Andújar has had little to do in this match. It's a great pass by Kevin Arriola. And Andújar does enough to keep it out. The Catania goalkeeper pressed into action. Comes up with a big save, and now here comes Montillo. Montillo out wide to Clemente, back to Montillo. Montillo in the area. Montillo, shot! Oh, it's off of Rodrigo Palacio. Got in the way of the path of the shots. And 3 minutes of added time in this encounter between Guatemala and Argentina. Lionel Messi show is the world's best player. The galactic superstar known as Lionel Messi, scoring 3 goals in this match and setting up a goal for Álvaro Fernández. And good news for football fans, and real good news for Barcelona fans. Did not aggravate his injury. Sabella taking him off the 68th minute. And Argentina cruising to a comfortable 4-0 win against Guatemala. There's Lamela dropping it back to Clemente. Bolucini. Mascherano. Montillo trying to work in the middle with Banega. It was brought out by Vasquez. Vasquez of Comunicaciones, La Crema of Club Social y Deportivo Comunicaciones. Here is Lamela. Lamela, one-on-one against Giron. Lamela to Montillo, back to Lamela. Lamela, far post, headed out. And last second defending by Garcia, because Rodrigo Palacio was there. Great work between Lamela and Montillo. And if Garcia doesn't get to it, Rodrigo Palacio has a free header on to goal. Leads to the corner for Argentina. 1 minute, under 1 minute left before Armando Castro blows the final whistle to end this friendly. Defensive header. Montillo is going to control it. It's Walter. Far post takes a deflection. Another corner kick. The Mateo Flores Stadium. Under 30 seconds left in this match. Punched out by Jerez. Settled by Fernandez. Mascherano there to control it after being pressured by Miranda. On the far side, 3 minutes of stoppage time have passed. Last chance for Argentina. Montillo out wide. It's going to be a goal kick. The referee Armando Castro gets the ball, blows the final whistle, and ladies and gentlemen, Argentina showing their strength, showing their power, and it's the power of La Pulga. The great Lionel Messi puts on a show for the crowd at the Mateo Flores Stadium. A hat trick with goals in the 16th, a goal from the penalty spot in the 40th, and in a 49th minute goal off an assist by Ezequiel Levesi. He sets up Augusto Fernandez's goal in the 36th minute to give Argentina the 4-0 victory. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here for some Friday night football from Guatemala City as Argentina take down Guatemala 4-0 the final.
Papi, pásame el arroz, por favor.
¿Cómo no?
Voy por más pan. I'll be right back.
Oh, ok. Dime, ¿a qué te dedicas?
¿Te dices?
¿Dónde vives?